everyone, and welcome back to the Mompreneur Mentor YouTube channel. I am so excited to have another Air Fryer Secrets co-author on with me today. If you have been following along, you know we've got a ton of them on our awesome playlist. Check it out. We've got all the co-authors for this highly anticipated book launch coming this December 2019. Don't miss out. It's value-packed. Today, I have the honor of speaking with Kelly. Kelly, what is up? How are you? Happy Thanksgiving. It's actually Thanksgiving, so what's going on?
I'm good. I'm actually in Canada, so it's just a regular old Thursday for us up here.
Nice. So what is your background? What is your story? Tell us all about Kelly and your successes in digital marketing and kind of how you got into the Air Fryers group.
Sure. I am a social media strategist and Facebook ad specialist. I've been in business for a little over 2 years now. I just love helping businesses with their social media and to show them the power that social media has for generating their leads and growing their revenue when done properly. It's been awesome to see the changes just in social media in general and how the world has evolved online and how connected everyone needs to be online with all the different platforms and such. I work with a number of different clients in the online space, everything from coaches to physical products to mentorship programs and everything in between. It's been an honor to have found Kevin and the Air Fryer Secrets group. Actually, I came into it, there's a bunch of us in there that we actually are mutual connections. So when he started the project, we just all kind of ended up gravitating into the book, and it was awesome to have that opportunity to come on board. So I wasn't going to look that gift away, and I can't wait to see the final project.
Oh my gosh, I totally agree. I was just like so humbled and honored to be a part of it. Thank you, Kevin. You are a saint, because having that idea, it really gave all of us a next level platform to get our work out there and show the world how being a solopreneur, working for yourself, like being a mompreneur, how you can totally make it work and have massive success. I'm really excited about what you're doing in social media, because there's a lot of people trying to get there, but it sounds like you're actually doing it the right way, because I have met some total sleazes trying to sell me social media services, and it gives you guys all a bad rep. How do you deal with that when it comes to your potential clients who might have been burned by other, social media people in the past?
It's true. I think the insurgence of digital marketing over the last couple of years has really brought out a lot of the underlying sleaziness that companies being online. I pride myself on telling my clients what I can do for them and what I can't do for them. And if I think something's not going the way it should be going, I'll let them know. I've had a number of clients who have come to me and they want help with 3 or 4 different platforms, and I'm the first to tell them whether they should be on those platforms at the time or not, or based on their experience level and their budget even. Sometimes it's better to just focus on one platform and grow that than it is to kind of spread yourself out over 4 or 5 platforms. So I like to kind of get my clients to hone in on either 1 or 2 when they're starting out, or when they have the capacity to actually handle 4 or 5 platforms, then to make that jump and to go everywhere.
I love that. All right, Kelly's giving you the insider info, and that is great advice for all of you mompreneurs or viewers out there, because that is true. When we start out, we want to do everything, and we end up becoming that jack of all trades but master of none. And what I'm picking up that you're putting down is, hey, master one and then branch out, which is genius. I never even thought of that. I always try to do everything at once, like an octopus. And That sounds like a much more simplified way to do it. So is that what your chapter's on? What's your chapter title?
My chapter is actually on Instagram and how to use Instagram for your business. So yes, so focusing on one channel at a time. And mine is all Instagram.
Nice. So you work with physical products or influencers, and Instagram changes a lot. How do you keep up with all those changes?
It does. It changes drastically. And if you're not on top of things, then you can actually end up hindering your business. So it's always worthwhile to have someone you can either have on board to help you with it, or to have a community of people behind you to keep you up to date on the trends. And I've been very fortunate to have a fabulous community behind me, where we all have a lot of different niches of business. And we've got a number of like massive Instagram experts at my disposal. So they keep us up to date on a regular basis as to what's changing, especially with hashtags, what the new trends are with hashtags, where they go, how to use them properly. And stories too. I mean, if you are on Instagram and you're not using stories, you're really, really leaving money on the table when it comes to your business. And stories are ever changing the landscape of how people are interacting with brands.
Very interesting. Now, what is your opinion on what they call the Black Instagram market, where people buy followers or use robots to do comments and do engagement? But I thought Instagram was cracking down and kicking out those accounts. What is your take on that?
They are, but it's an ever-evolving system as well. So once they find, one kind of black market area, another one pops right up and takes its place. So the one thing I always tell business owners is you never, ever buy followers. Don't ever allow an agency to come in and guarantee you a number of followers. That is a huge red flag right there. And the same thing goes true for any accounts that are like an influencer type level, where you purchase one or two photos in their grid. I actually had a client that did that earlier this year, and they were guaranteed a certain amount of followers that came from it, and it smelled really bad. And sure enough, it did. We ended up with almost 8,000 new followers overnight, and that is a huge red flag. And we're still in the aftermath of dealing with that accidental bot
Did your
following.
account, did it get like banned for a minute and you couldn't move on the account? Because sometimes I know they'll freeze it because they're like, oh, what is this insurge?
No, we were lucky we didn't get banned anywhere. But the problem with an account full of bots is that it kills your reach. So now you've got an entire audience of people that aren't actually engaging with your content. So what is the point of having them on there anyway?
Yeah, I know. I've recycled old accounts, and because of that, some of the followers, like, they're completely disengaged because the content was turned into a totally different page. And I realized, like, oh, I should have just started a fresh one, because now no one's engaging on this account. But do you find people can recycle accounts? Because some people even sell them, like sell their accounts for the followers, but then the followers might not be in the new niche that takes over.
Very true. And again, another thing that is highly discouraged. There are businesses where it can actually benefit if you purchase an account, but you would want to make sure that that account is in fact engaging with that with the content on that page, and that page is actually in the same niche that you are in. So if you were to take over an account of, say, 10,000 followers on a specific beauty niche and you wanted to purchase it, you would need to make sure that your audience is almost identical to that audience in order to make it work. Otherwise, it's no different than buying bot accounts. They're not going to engage with you, and they'll trickle out, or your account will be suspended. So.
Wow, knowledge bombs from Kelly, dropping like bombs. This is great information. I hope you guys are taking notes. So, Kelly, if our viewers want to find you and they want your social media services, where can they find you online?
You can find me on all social platforms with the handle at Kel Sturtevant, or you can reach me at my website, bluepagesocial.com.
I love that. You guys heard it from Kelly herself. And does that have your offer on it too? Can you give us a little sneak peek of your offer at the end of your chapter?
My offer is a case study on social media growth that I've done for a client. So it shows you how we have grown their account using consistent social media posting and what those metrics look like when you hire a professional to come in and handle your accounts.
I love that. The proof is in the metrics. And I also heard about those backdoor engagement groups too, like on WhatsApp or where the people all comment for each other. Do those get red flagged too if you have constantly the same people commenting?
There has been some, and again, you have to kind of really do your research on those engagement pods. There are many that work really, really well, but again, you want to make sure that the pod is specific to your industry and your niche, that the people involved in there are in fact in that niche as well. Otherwise, all you're doing is attracting the wrong kind of people as well, and you don't want that with your account. So really, really do your research when it comes to engagement pods.
I love that. And what I'm hearing from you, Kelly, is that Instagram growth is really about having a niche so the algorithm can work for you. Because it sounds like if you're kind of an everything, the algorithm is going to have a really hard time finding you followers because you don't have, a point for them to reach.
True. But you can have almost multiple branches that come into your account. So a lot of businesses, they may have a niche within their business, but maybe they also have motivational stuff that they like to post out, and that is attractive to their audience as well. So that's where your hashtags actually come into hand, and you really want to find the right hashtags for whatever the niche is and use them correctly.
That is really cool. Hashtag research has always been kind of a tedious thing for me, but I did notice that posting them all together at the bottom of the post isn't working anymore. They really seem to want it like in between all your sentences. Is that true?
The changes on a constant basis. It used to be that you would post them right underneath your caption. Then it was add a whole bunch of lines and hide it. Then it was move it to the first comments. Things happening now are pointing to hashtags having to be in your second comment. So now you have to post, now you have to have a comment first, and then you have to have your hashtags after that.
That is amazing. Super great value here today with Kelly, guys. Thank you all for watching the show and tuning in. You know where to find her. We're going to add Kelly's links in the description box below, so check her out. She's amazing. Look at that smile. Good vibes all around. I like it. Blue Page Social, right? So anybody needs social,
that's right.
Go to Kelly, and don't forget about the book. It is launching this December. Tons and tons of insane value, over 60 plus authors. And if you want to keep getting to know the authors, check out the Air Fryer Secrets playlist on the Mompreneur Mentor channel. Before we sign off, Kelly, do you have one last quote or tidbit of advice you'd like to leave our viewers with?
The biggest one I can give you is no matter what channel you decide to run your business on with social media, you need to be consistent. You need to show up daily, you need to provide value, and you need to interact with your audience. You can't just post something and walk away. So really, really engage and be consistent in that engagement.
I love that. You heard it right here with Kelly, guys. Always engage and be consistently there for your audience. All right, we are signing off. Bye, guys. Check out the rest of the authors and have a wonderful day.